WXXL HD1 to Varys, Orlando, an iHeartRadio station. Guaranteed human.
Time to wake up! XL1 067. You're hanging with Johnny's house. Wake up Central Florida, time to feel the vibe. Welcome into Johnny's house, time to get live. Hall of Famer Johnny Magic, the leader of the show. Ryan spitting facts, not much he doesn't know. Ray on the side, spilling tea like a habit. We got you in the chat, hit send, we grab it. 1067, we're next to you riding. Johnny and the crew, we out here grinding. Johnny's house, start your day off right. From that first alarm sound to the last red light. From the trends to the stories to the things you need to know. Johnny's house on XL, we're your number one show. Y'all ready?
Good morning. 602, Orlando's number one hit music station. It's XL 1067. You're listening to Johnny's house. It is Thursday morning. Rain slowing down a little bit, but not a lot. It's going to be partly sunny, 60% chance of rain, possible thunderstorm. High today of 74 right now. It's nice. It's 65.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right, so Legally Blonde, the franchise, obviously pretty big, and they're kind of like ramping up with the prequel series, Elle.
Okay.
So it's going to be good. And then also what they're doing is, we've seen this multiple times, for the anniversary of movies, they're bringing it back to the movie theaters.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So for the 25th anniversary, they are going to re-release it to the big screen. Legally Blonde is coming to theaters May 24th and the 27th. You can buy tickets, and so they're saying you'll get more blonde for your buck.
And they decide who the star is?
Reese Witherspoon is
original.
Is back.
Oh,
yeah,
she's
so
back?
she's gonna be so she's gonna be doing a lot of things, along with she's gonna be doing the upcoming prequel series. She's going to do exclusive introductions for both Reese Witherspoon and Lexi Mindtree, who stars as a younger Elle.
Okay.
So she's going to be involved, which is good. And I feel like if she wasn't involved, I'd be very nervous.
But as a prequel, that's when they usually try to bring somebody
like a younger version.
Didn't want to say that, but yes.
Yeah. Well, so they have that, but they still have Reese, which is good.
Because if they were doing a Johnny Magic story and they're doing the younger me, I wouldn't want me to come back and be the younger me.
The only person that did that was Howard Stern.
Yeah, he did.
He demanded he played a younger Howard Stern. That's how arrogant he is.
Yeah, and how did that work out for him?
I mean, the movie went well.
Yeah, it did.
But never did I see a young Howard Stern. I saw an old Howard Stern playing a young Howard Stern.
Yeah. Yellowstone creator Taylor Sheridan is going to produce a 4D film about the Battle of the Alamo.
4D?
4D.
So your seats are going to move and stuff.
Yeah. So it's for the new Alamo Visitor Center and Museum. It's in San Antonio that opens next year. So he said, to chronicle the sacrifice made by the brave men and women who sacrificed their lives defending the Alamo. It's an honor that he's going to be accepting this. And he eagerly accepted it, he said. But a 4D film, the Battle of the Alamo.
Looks to me like he's looking at this as a challenge.
Yeah.
You say, okay, y'all want this 4D?
Now he just makes what he wants. He's gotten to the point where if I want to make it, I make it. So he's interested in history and the West, and he's like, I'll make it, whatever.
Well, he's the one that you always tell about how he got pushed away and then he kind of created his own thing.
Yeah,
right?
his thing was I was 10th on the call sheet because obviously they do it by importance on a set somewhere. And he's like, and I told my agent, I need to be, I want to be one of the 1, 2, 3 on the call sheet. And the guy's like, that's just not where you're going to be in life.
Yeah.
If you want that, go make it yourself. He's like, all right, done.
Have you guys ever heard of Troop Beverly Hills?
I have.
Troop? No.
Okay, so that was something that I grew up watching, Troop Beverly Hills.
It was a series?
It was a movie.
Oh, it was a movie, okay.
And so Cameron Diaz is now doing a Troop Beverly Hills sequel. And I'm like, she better not mess this up, but she's a great actress.
You better not mess this up.
She's a great actress, but she said her next big movie is a sequel that is the Troop Beverly Hills. The project is going to be directed by one of the original people as well.
So is she back because she retired?
She did, but I mean, she's more behind the scenes, I want to say, for this.
Okay.
But yeah, so she I don't know. I just hope that she does well with this.
Man, you got some emotional vested interest. I've never heard you talk about a movie. She better not mess this up.
She better not. Yeah, because it's just a classic. I feel like for people that grew up around in the 90s, like I did. But so she's keeping her schedule packed as she promotes her next project, Outcome, with Jonah Hill.
Okay.
So she's still doing that. And then she's doing her role as Princess Fiona in the upcoming Shrek. But then
that was
she's
going to make money for sure.
Yeah, but then she's doing Troop Beverly Hills, the sequel.
That's why I saw an interview with her, and she said she was surprised on how much weight Jonah Hill lost.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, why did she say that? I see why.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I feel like a lot of
he's thin again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's permanently thin now.
He's permanently thin now? Yeah.
I think a lot of comedians, people are shocked when they lose weight because he said it before that he used to be known as like the fat, funny guy.
The comic guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, all right. Yesterday was a crazy day, man. We're going to tell you all about it when we get back on Johnny's House.
Direct from Hollywood with Ryan Seacrest.
April has already been a very good month for Olivia Rodrigo fans, which began with her announcing her third album on April 2nd. It's called You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love, but it just got better.
Undeniably, Olivia has announced its lead single, Drop Dead.
Yeah, a lot of fans were excited. I gave that a double tap. Her Instagram announcing it racked up over 2 million likes in its first 5 hours after being posted.
So what can we glean from the post? In what appears to be the single's artwork, she's in a pink t-shirt blowing a gum bubble. So there's some speculation. This hints that production-wise, it's going to be full-blown pop.
And the only other detail worth mentioning is the song name, Drop Dead, seems to be embroidered into her t-shirt near the collar in a darker pink. But look, whatever she's doing musically, Olivia basically never misses.
You're so right. So let's just let her do her thing and we'll be ready.
Olivia Rodrigo's Drop Dead is out everywhere on the 17th.
That's direct from Hollywood.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
We're cool for the summer. Demi Lovato. Live in concert in Orlando. It's Not That Deep Tour. Kia Center, April 13th. With special guest, Adele. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. The brand new album, It's Not That Deep, is available everywhere now. For more, visit DemiLovato.com.
From the Service Mines halls of comfort, our heroes race to save a neighbor from peril.
Flickering lights, loose outlets,
trippy circuits,
blazing fire hazards.
It's that deranged fella, Dr. Surge.
And his mischievous gremlins.
Pesky tyrants are wrecking the Smith's home.
We got to move.
Quit chasing your flippin' tail, will you?
Gremlins everywhere.
Zap them away for good.
Safety restored.
Thanks, Mr. Sparky.
And pronto.
There once was a magic. Sorry. At Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, we don't do fairy tales. We do real, like real adventures to Mars or real journeys into the future to see how imagination can really take us to strange new worlds, and real trips into the past where we meet heroes and legends way ahead of their time. Real rockets, real astronauts, real adventure, all at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Discover something real.
Call 888-392-3667 for details. Spring is here. Are you ready to cruise and explore? Explore a brand new 4Runner from Phillips Toyota. It's built for adventures, so stop by today to get yours. You'll get up to $2,500 more for your trade or no payments for 90 days. And we've got you covered with our exclusive complimentary family plan, a lifetime warranty, and 4 years maintenance included. Phillips Toyota, off the 441 in Leesburg.
Packing bags, grabbing snacks, and making sure you didn't forget that one stuffed animal they can't sleep without.
Mom!
Getting ready for a holiday road trip is a lot, but one thing that's easy, the music. Thanks to the free iHeartRadio app. Listen to family-approved stations with today's pop music, like Hit Nation Jr. Carefully curated and safe playlists like Disney hits, and podcasts where you and the kids can learn something new. Open the iHeartRadio app, search family, and find your family's next preset now.
Have you checked out Genesis Health Club's Orlando Sportsplex? What are you waiting for? You could get a 3-day pass right now to experience it yourself with over 115 plus classes. They've got 25 various formats, whether it's Pilates, boxing, HIIT training. No sign up or registration needed. Just simply show up, especially when you have that 3-day pass. They aren't just a luxury gym. It is the catalyst for peak performance. Genesis Health Club Orlando has it all under one roof. Sometimes you'll just catch me relaxing in the sauna in the locker room. Come join the family and experience results for life at genesishealthclubs.com.
At California Closets, we design for the little things. Take this moment of a family getting ready to leave the house.
Where's my backpack?
Mom, I need my cleats.
My wallet was right here.
If I trip over these shoes one more time.
And now, the California Closets version of that moment. Entryway and home storage solutions by designers who get you. California Closets. More room for what matters.
This is Paula Banchero from the Orlando Magic. I'm teaming up with Advent Health and their Be a Mind Leader program to help all of us feel supported when it comes to mental health. Sometimes, all it takes is 2 words. You good? You don't have to be a pro to make a difference. Just check in and start the conversation with your family and friends. Learn more at beamindleader.com. Advent Health. Feel whole.
Listen now, interact and need a check. Yeah. There's only 2 words you need to remember. Dan Nolan. Here we go.
I'm Marcus. After my wreck, Dan got me a check for $725,000.
I'm Michael. I was in a car wreck, and attorney Dan Newland got me a check for $890,000.
Hi, I'm attorney Dan Newland. In a wreck and need a check, there's only 2 words you need to remember. Dan Newland.
If you are ever in a wreck, you better Google Dan Newland.
This ad is not a prediction of specific results or a guarantee of success. Prospective clients may not obtain the same or similar results. Offices, Orlando.
Sunnyside Electric.
My outlets aren't working.
I can help.
Great. Send an electrician.
Do you have extension cords?
Ugh, here we go again. I should have called Frank Gay.
Plug the cord into your neighbor's house.
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you need electrical work, you need a qualified electrician who doesn't take shortcuts and will fix the problem right the first time. That's the Frank Gay way.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
All aboard the Dollywood Express. We're on our way through the Great Smoky Mountains for thrilling rides, an award-winning water park, seasonal festivals, and incredible resorts. Next stop is the Flower and Food Festival ending June 7th. And just ahead, the new Night Flight Expedition is coming soon. Stay, play, and save by planning your trip at Dollywood.com. Here we go.
All right, guys, check this out. Chicken Al Pastor is back at Chipotle, but it's only back for a limited time. You want your chicken with a little kick? It is perfect. It's got that kind of spicy flavor going on, a little pineapple sweetness, a little fresh lime and cilantro. My go-to order is always a salad, but now I get to kick it up a notch with Chicken Al Pastor back for a limited time at Chipotle. Now, if you had it before, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, it's the perfect upgrade to your usual Chipotle order, but it's only back for a limited time. Try it now at any Chipotle restaurant or pick it up or get it delivered through the Chipotle app and at chipotle.com.
Kohl's Epic Deals prove one thing. A good deal is the best feeling. Better than remembering your password on the first try. Or that first sip of coffee in the morning. Well, okay, the coffee is pretty close. But still, Kohl's Epic Deals are hard to beat. Save big on comfy tees, sandals, cozy bedding, and more at Kohl's and Kohls.com. Select styles. Offers end April 12th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Pick the next song on our XL Orlando playlist using the red talkback mic while listening to XL on the free iHeart app. From Farah and Farah, Orlando's accident attorneys. From the Bogan Munz & Munz Weather Center. Injured? Call Bogan Munz & Munz. No gimmicks, just results. XL 1067 weather.
Mostly cloudy today with a high of around 72. Windy with showers and thunderstorms likely. 70% chance of rain.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Now streaming on iHeart TikTok Radio. Hear from your favorite artists.
Jason Derulo. There's always somebody to be like, I would like to make content like that.
Go behind the charts and discover the stories behind the biggest songs on TikTok. And hang with us on your new favorite radio station.
Starting a conspiracy, Zara Larson knows who she's bringing out on stage.
Since when do monkeys flip people off?
Just as chronically online as I am.
It's all streaming now. Search for TikTok Radio on your iHeart app, make it a preset, and stay connected all day.
Do you
you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Set your preset to XL 1067 now on the free iHeartRadio app. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733. This is Orlando's
XL 1067.
Touch my body tender, 'cause the feeling makes me weak. Kicking off the covers, I see the ceiling while you're looking down at me. How can we go back to being friends when we just shared? How can you look at me and pretend I'm someone you never met? 'Cause last December, you were laying on my chest. I still remember, I was scared to take a breath. Didn't want you to move your to being friends when we just shared it. How can you look at me and pretend I'm someone you never met? The devil in your eyes won't deny the lies you sow. I'm holding on too tight while you let go. This has got you back to being friends when we just shared it. How can you look at me and pretend I'm someone you never met? How can we go back to being friends when we just shared it? How can you look at me and pretend I'm someone you never met?
It's Thursday, 6/19, 65 right now, getting up to 74. It's going to be partly sunny, and there is a 60% chance of rain today. I yesterday had a full day. I left here, went right home to see if I could take a nap so I was going to do afternoons over at Real Radio. And it was a Jim Colbert show. And it was interesting. I've never sat in on anybody else's show. I've sat in on morning shows of the company across the country, but never, like, I sat in. I didn't talk. Well, he did let me talk once or twice, but I didn't sit in. Sit in was a part of it.
Right, like you were part of the show.
The show. Yeah. And it was very interesting. And I was observing a lot. I'm like, wow, so y'all do this. And I noticed the thing about talk radio is that it's like with them, it's like, so Brian, how was your day, man? You were cool? And Brian get into it. I was like, man, how was your day? You had a good time? I was like, over here, we got to get in.
No, I equate it to there. It's like you're driving on a highway with no lanes. You can just cruise. Yeah, like whatever you want.
Yeah, they were just talking, and it's okay if it's like in our business, this sound right here can't happen. Something got to be said, and everybody talking is like, and I'm,
I know.
It was a lot of fun. I'm so proud of Deb, and it was cool to sit in on that. I left there, and immediately I had to, I call my mom. I ain't a mama's boy. My mom's been sick, so I make sure I try to call her every day. And with my mom, every day is something new.
Who'd you chase off today?
Well, no. I said, Mom.
First of all, I like your mom's style. I agree with your mom on all of this stuff. That's going to be me.
I said, hey, Mom, how you doing today? Oh, I'm doing great. Went to the doctor. I said, okay. And my cataract surgery, it went wrong, so they got to do it again.
Oh, dang.
What? She said, didn't I tell you I couldn't watch TV out of one eye? Mom, you never told me you can't watch TV out of one eye. I would remember if you told me you couldn't watch TV out of one eye. Yeah, well, it's just a one-day thing. They'll come in, put me out, and fix it up. I'll be back home. I was like, okay.
I just love how nonchalant she is.
Really? Yeah, I'm okay. Okay, so they're just going to, they'll come in and they'll tighten it back up, and I'll have a patch on my eye for another day and give me some drops and send me on my way. Well, you ain't worried, I ain't worried, Mom.
Yeah, I mean, I like how unworried she is.
I'm like, of course, I hit my sisters. Hey, was somebody going to tell me something wrong with Mama eye?
Right. Who blinded Mama? Which one of y'all?
Every day. And then I went home and the kid ate everything in the house. Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. I can't keep leaving by himself. I'm like, look, man, there's a bag of chips that don't eat them all. He left probably 4%.
Oh, that's my son's signature move.
Yeah, he's
he puts the clip back on. I'm like, what are you keeping fresh?
And like put air in it.
Yeah.
So like,
what are you keeping fresh?
You said don't eat them all.
Yes, that was
and he didn't.
I tell you, Ray, how was yours?
It was good. The kids had a student-led conference
How'd they
yesterday.
do?
It was good.
Yeah?
So they took us to their classrooms and then showed us exactly what they've been working on and how they've improved in their iReady tests and stuff like that.
About iReady.
Me too.
Yeah.
iReady. You're going to live by iReady.
I know. And so they just get very excited because they'll see their points going up and up and up and up. So it's just really cool to see that. And then Sienna, we got ready for her softball game, went to the field, sat in the rain for 30 minutes, and me and some other parents were like, what are we doing? This is 8 and under. It's not that serious. Why are we out here in the rain waiting?
Yeah. And there's one kid in the car. We're going to wait because that's what we do. We're going to play this game.
We were like, what are we doing? And Sienna's like, I don't want to play. I was like, girl, I don't want you to play either. But it did eventually get canceled. And then I took them to Wendy's. They haven't eaten at a Wendy's before.
Really?
Really?
Because they're always like Chick-fil-A,
Yeah.
So we went to Wendy's and they're like, man, these burgers are good. I was like,
well, put that on the list now.
Yeah.
They do have really good fries at Wendy's.
They do. And they were fresh.
Yeah.
They were hot right out of the basket.
They got an Oreo, what is theirs?
Thin Mint. They got a Thin Mint smoothie or not smoothie.
Frosty.
Frosty right now.
They have an Oreo Frosty now. I'm like,
ooh, yeah.
Wow. I remember at the end of the year, they have awards for kids who do well in iReady.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget when my kid got one and he read 68 books. I'm like, yeah. And then the kid that got number one, he read 225.
Damn.
I'm like, what do you do, kid? Do you just sit and read all day?
Man, he ain't read that many books. He lying.
Right, who signed off on that?
He just trying to get that personal pan pizza.
Do they still do that?
They did. Brian, how was yours, man?
It was long. I was here all day yesterday. Johnny came back.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
But I'm going to be gone for a couple of days. So when I'm gone for a couple of days, I have to do everything ahead.
Yeah. So when I came in, Brian's working, and then we're talking. I say, man, let me leave because you got to get home.
Yeah.
Because we're just talking about stuff in the building, and hey, this is what I had heard.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, I stopped. Hey, man, let me get out of here. No, man, no. I just no.
And then I had to tell him about some drama that came across my emails and stuff like that. So, and then my son came to the window and he saw me and Johnny talking, and he walked away. I texted him back, bro, you can come in.
Yeah,
it's fine.
And I ain't stopped talking. He was like, wow, so that's what they talk about.
Yeah, I almost wanted him to see it so he could understand because he needs to learn the business.
Yeah.
Because this is the business.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, did that because I have to get everything done early today because I'm leaving for South Florida and I don't want to be stuck here till 2 today.
Yeah.
So I stayed late yesterday. But man, I'm not kidding when I tell you yesterday I ordered the Starbucks energy refreshers for Ray and I wasn't tired at all. I was like, this is amazing.
Okay, but how many?
I just did the energy refresher.
Okay.
Now you're able to sleep?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
But
See,
that's because,
scary.
but I didn't take a nap. So I slept.
Okay.
So I got tired at night.
Yeah.
But when I was here, that's why it was fine for me to stay here. I didn't realize it was 2:00. I'm like, this thing is on point. I would go broke ordering those things.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
If I could get one every day, I would.
Yeah, I came in, I'm like, dude. Damn, man, I got stuff to do. I'm trying to get out of here.
Yeah. So did all that. Listened to Johnny on the way home. On at least the first break. It was really good. You did a really great job. I think their show is not used to the the bang, 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 bang when we come in, they get because we're top 40 and they're not.
Yeah. Because I come in, I'm like, oh, we got to get it in now.
Yeah.
I don't have the laid back kind of thing.
And then we didn't want to cook, so we ordered Outback again. We're like regular.
Oh my God, I love that.
I mean, they are on point with their pickup. I'm not kidding you.
Really?
Like it tells you while I live minutes away, like literally minutes. We can walk there, but it tells you 6:03. I leave my house at 6:00, and I'm pulling into the parking lot as they're texting me, telling me it's ready to go. And the lady walks out, hands it to me. I drive away.
Nice.
There's a restaurant. I will not say his name on the air, but I will not order them from Uber Eats because they do not give a damn about pickup orders. They do not care. You could tell. I'm like, 8 fries, y'all really? Okay, this is a mistake.
No.
Next time, 10 fries. Come on. You can tell they do not care because you always get a note with them saying, we're still waiting on your order. I'll tell y'all off there.
I do not feel bad about tipping the Outback takeout people because those people are literally on point. As soon as they see my car, because you tell what kind of car you have.
Let them know what location it is. Give them some love on the air.
It's in Hamlin, so it's right off of New Independence Parkway, the new one. As soon as you pull into the parking lot, they see your car, they roll right out with the bag.
That's awesome.
It's legit.
So you want that.
So we did that, and then we didn't watch any TV because we got no shows to watch right now. We finished the Madison, so we're like, all right, fine.
I don't have one either. But the last time, like I say, when I watch a show, if I got 5 minutes, I'll watch one.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, I haven't done anything, and I'm like, wow. And the kid's like, "What you watching?" Shh. Trying to watch this show. All right, it is time for us to find out what's up with you. This is the time that you take over the show. What is going on in your world? What's on your life? In your life, what is bothering you other than politics and traffic? We want to hear about it. And today we're going to send somebody 2 tickets to Aquatica. You can check it out. You can visit aquaticaorlando.com, get all the information about what's going on now. All you got to do is call us up and let us know what is happening, what's on your mind, what you're talking about at work, what you're talking about in your house, what you're talking about with your friends, things you don't think we talk about, anything other than politics and traffic. We'll get into it with you. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. And a lot of you use this time to text. You can text the XL Mobile. It's 41067. But we love talking to you so you can express how you feeling. Whatever it is you're talking about, and you don't think anybody else is talking about it, let's talk about it this morning. And 2 tickets to Aquatica are up for grab. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Let's talk on Johnny's House.
Heading to work? Stick with Johnny's House and listen all day on the iHeartRadio app.
This traffic report is sponsored by
639, 65, looking for 74 as a high, and there's a 60% chance of rain. What's on your mind? The time of the day that we open up the show to you to talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. 2 tickets to Aquatica or up for grab. Let's talk to Ella from Orlando. Ella, what's going on?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the Artemis. How cool it is that we live in an age where they're going back to the moon.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think a lot of people, if it wasn't for the crazy war that we're in right now, a lot of people would have paid more attention to it. But it is a good mental relief to go and go, wow.
Exactly. That's what I want to talk about it. How cool. I'm truly blessed to live in an age where I get to see them go back to the moon, and especially with the first woman going back to the room, the first commander on Earth to do it. On top of that, man, everything's space right now. Hail Mary space right now. I'm seeing so much space merchandise.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome.
And, it's cool. The female astronaut, I apologize, I don't know her name, but she pretty much mimicked the same thing the other astronaut said. When you look out that window and you see Earth, it's like we're all on it together. And only thing that separates us from each other. I'm like, did y'all write that together? But it came out that way.
You say back to the moon as if we went there the first time.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Hold on, Ella.
Oh, boy.
Tyler, good morning.
Hello.
All right, what's on your mind, man? What do you want to talk about?
Man, I got served the other day for some credit card bills that I've heard nothing about for 15 years. So now they're suing me to pay them.
Okay.
I guess I should have paid my bills, but yeah.
When did you get the credit card, Tyler?
I got it right as I was like 18, about to go to college. They start sending all that stuff.
Yeah.
I got a couple credit cards and thought I was rich.
What was the limit on it?
One was 2,000, and I think one I had a good standing, and that one up to like 4,000.
And you maxed them both out and just forgot about it?
I maxed them out and was paying them, and then I guess I got into hard times where I didn't pay it.
And now they're coming out.
Got back all right.
15 years ago? So you haven't heard from them in any form for 15 years?
Yes. And then they come to my house, say, is this you? And they give me this big paperwork.
You got served?
Yes.
Damn.
Oh.
All right, listen, you hold on. We might want to talk to you. Yeah. Wow. Don't go anywhere, Tyler. Sean from St. Cloud.
Hey, good morning, guys.
What did you want to talk about?
After 25 years out in the field as an electrician, I've been promoted or been hired by Orange County Public Schools to become an electrical instructor.
Wow. How do you feel about that?
It's breathtaking. It was a great move. And yesterday was my first day. Today's my second day.
Nice.
And I'm excited to go.
What grade?
Adults.
Adults. Oh, wow. The thing is, man, you are teaching them a skill that AI can't take.
Exactly.
A lot of people need to be doing that. A lot.
Yep.
And you need to tell him, hey, the future is what we got in this room. So
Yes,
pay
sir.
attention. 25 years. Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Wow. All right, you hold on a second. All right, we're gonna go with credit card debt. How old were you when you got your first credit card? Did you get in trouble with it, or did you? I got in trouble with mine.
Same.
Did you get in trouble with it, or were you responsible with it? First credit card. How old were you? Were you responsible, or did you get into debt? 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067, XL Mobile 41067. Live streamers want to talk to you. Social media too. Tyler, we're going to hook you up with those tickets to Aquatica. We want to hear from you. First credit card. How old were you? Were you responsible, or did you do a Tyler? You got served. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. That's what we want to talk about. Let's talk about it next on Johnny's House. Yeah, it's Thursday. 74 is a high, 65 right now. Partly sunny, but there is still a 60% chance of rain. But then they say it's going to slow down. It's going to be, they say, a beautiful, beautiful weekend ahead of us. So we cannot wait for that. All right, Tyler called in and said, listen, when I was in college, I got a credit card. Paid it, got a little tough time, forgot about it. Got served yesterday. He got served. So you got to pay this player. It's probably going to be what with fees and all that stuff, about $10,000.
Yeah, probably.
Now legal fees.
But he should be able to just settle.
They'll settle with
Right?
it, but they want that money up front.
Yeah. So at this point, would they mess up his credit?
Yeah, well, it should be messed up already. All those late payments.
As long as hasn't it been messed up and okay now?
There's different like varying stories. As long as you keep acknowledging the debt, it keeps resetting on your credit.
Yeah.
So if they've been reaching out to him, then it resets. So it'll never fall off until you settle it and it's gone.
And at that point,
then it'll fall off.
All right. So I want to hear about your first credit card. I think I got mine in college for a bag of peanut M&Ms. It wasn't that much. It was only like a $250 limit. But $250 is a lot when you ain't got no job.
Yeah.
And yes, it messed up my credit. Brian?
My first one was $5,000.
Whoa, Lord. Whoa.
And I signed up because I worked at Best Buy. And
$5,000?
We were trying to get percentages of people that signed up for the credit card protection.
Yeah.
So you signed yourself up?
I signed myself up so I could get it because I was trying to win a contest.
Yeah. And
I got the card. $5,000.
At what age?
20.
Have you ever had that amount of money around you?
No. No. So my mom made $20,000 a year. So I had $5,000. I had the tallest speakers I could buy because I worked at Best Buy. I got a discount.
I got a discount. So it all made sense.
Yeah.
It made sense. Absolutely.
I got the tallest speakers I could find. I got the biggest TV I could find. I maxed it out within a week.
Oh.
A week?
Yeah.
And how long did it take for you to pay it off?
When I finally went to court for bankruptcy.
I remember when you first started working here, and you said, man, I'm paying for drinks.
Oh, yeah.
I'm paying for drinks I paid 10 years ago.
What, y'all want to go to Bahama Breeze? I got you. Round of drinks for everybody.
And now they're not even open.
5,000. Wow.
Dude, my credit score got beat up so bad it was down in the fours. I'm now, when I see that 750, I'm like, woo, because I earned it back.
Well, see, I lived in a time when 7 years, it was gone. It was law.
Yeah.
7 years they had to erase it. So they're like, what you waiting on? 7 years, player. But that's not the case.
So
now.
my bankruptcy fell off.
Yeah.
It took 7 years for that to fall off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to hit reset. I got myself in such a hole. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I was never getting out.
Ray, how about you? First credit card?
So my first credit card, I was declined everywhere I went besides.
Wait a minute, you had bad credit before you had a credit card?
I didn't have any
you
credit
had zero
established.
credit.
Yeah,
Okay.
so if you didn't have any credit established, they wouldn't give you one either. And
Mhm.
so my first one was Victoria's Secret. I was 18 years old. So they gave me a $2,000 limit at
$2,000 worth of draws?
Yes.
Goodness.
So I actually was so nervous because I've seen my parents mess up their credit and file bankruptcy
Okay.
and all that stuff that I think I bought because I needed to establish credit.
Yeah.
I bought like a bottle of lotion and then I paid it off immediately.
So you got scared.
I
You
was
scared,
so
yeah.
scared.
Well,
to
you saw
use
what
it.
happened.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so, but that was my very first one, and I never I still have it, and it's got a zero balance on it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good because that length of time for your credit is huge.
Yeah. So it's been since I was 18.
Yeah. They send
bought
offers
lotion.
daily to my house for my
Oh,
son.
for sure.
I throw them away
Yeah.
before I even bring them home. That boy will not see a credit card.
No, you don't want that. You do not want that, man. My mom was talking about buying something. She said, I'll just put it on a credit card. Mom, can you pay cash? Yes. Pay cash. Why? Because that's that mindset.
Yeah.
I'm like, pay cash. All right, let's move on. What's going on, Ray?
Did you see the ketamine queen got
I heard
sentenced
about
yesterday?
that. Oh, this is crazy. We got that coming up on Johnny's house.
All right. So yesterday, pretty big news. The woman who sold Matthew Perry the drugs that basically killed him was sentenced to 15 years in prison. She was facing up to 65.
Okay.
So Jasveen Sangha is her name. Her nickname is the Ketamine Queen. She was very well known, operated a drug trafficking business out of her Los Angeles home.
Oh, yeah. She was
been
an
doing
LA
it for years.
She was an LA celebrity drug dealer. Yeah.
She had very high profile Hollywood clientele who would buy ketamine from her, other things from her. She started supplying Matthew Perry in 2023. But when he died that year, she tried to destroy evidence of the relationship. She didn't stop dealing. She even after
that was her life. That was her job, right? What was
after Matthew Perry died, she kept doing what she was doing. She is one of 5 people to plead guilty to charges related to Matthew Perry's death. As you know, there was like other doctors and other people that had been charged as well.
Yeah.
But 15 years.
See, I don't know if you know a lot about the drug game, Ray. But let's say Brian is a cartel member.
Probably know more than you.
And I say, yeah, you do. What up, TV?
Ray said that's cute.
What I'm telling you is what I seen from TV. Now, I've already agreed to Brian to buy 5 kilos. Okay. So Brian is expecting this money. I can't stop until I pay him off. I still got to get my money in. So unfortunately, this person passed, but I still got.
But
he's
you would think a death would be like, hey, let's just waive all these things.
No, that's what happened with Smokey and Big Worm.
That's right.
Big Worm still wants that total.
That's right.
How you get it's up to you.
That's up to you. That's it.
Dexter Resurrection. You watch it?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
So Uma Thurman is set to return.
Oh. They brought it back. They finished it. Oh, I guess they bring it back in the episode.
2.
Yeah, season 2. Okay.
So as Charlie in season 2, I haven't watched it. So Dexter Resurrection, even after her character appeared to leave it all behind.
Yeah.
She's
Charlie's
saying,
a trained killer.
Okay, yeah. It says she's a special ops officer that fled the city last season, but her story is far from over with plot details still to come. It's a mystery, but she is going to be coming back for season 2.
Okay.
So if you're a big fan.
You're a fan. I mean, it doesn't have that same Dexter feel, but if you like Dexter, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
I like it.
I guess they're going to introduce some other people too. So Brian Cox is like a new New York Ripper.
Okay, yeah, that's a serial killer.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Peter Dinklage is going to be a part of it.
He was last year.
Yeah, so I guess he's going to be a Leon Prater.
He was kind of weird. He was a millionaire that, well, I ain't going to tell people too much about it, but yeah, he's a millionaire.
But also Neil Patrick Harris and David.
All of them in it.
Yeah, okay, so they're all returning, but Uma
returning.
Thurman is like very excited to be back.
Dexter he had a kid, and his girlfriend took the kid overseas because Dexter was a serial killer, and now the kid is an adult, and the kid wants to kill too.
Oh, great. I know my mom used to love that Dexter, but I
was like, it's about a serial killer, but he's a good serial killer.
Yeah.
It made no sense if you don't watch it.
The OG one was good.
Yeah.
Also, big Olivia Rodrigo news more. Saturday Night Live has announced that she's going to host and be the musical guest for May, closing out season 51. So May 2nd, she's going to do her hosting debut as well as be the musical guest.
So May 1 is over for the season?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. That's what they're saying.
All right, Brian's going to update us what's trending. We'll do it again next on Johnny's House. 708 Johnny's house. It is Thursday, and like it's been raining the last couple of days, it's going to rain again today. There's a 60% chance of that. Showers, possible thunderstorms, getting up to about 74, and it is 65 right now. Brian, what's going on, man?
What's trending? Brought to you by Pineapple Healthcare. Locations in Orlando, Kissimmee, and Lakeland. Pineapple Healthcare. We are better together. Well, the 2-week U.S.-Iran ceasefire that was announced Tuesday night didn't last very long. So it's already in jeopardy. Iran threatening to pull out because of some continued military campaigns in Lebanon by Israel. So we didn't do it. So hours after the agreement took effect, Israel launched what Lebanon's calling the deadliest strikes yet.
I saw the video of it.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Building blew up.
The White House said Lebanon was never part of the deal. Iranian state media says, oh, yeah, it is. And so that's where we are now. So a few tankers did get through the Strait of Hormuz, which is what the big argument is. But they say they're suspending it right now until we figure out what's going on, because they thought everything was supposed to be a ceasefire, not just us.
And the crazy thing about it is they say that they have rogue generals that you got to get the message to.
Yeah.
Just because somebody said it, that this is open don't mean it's open.
Right.
So they got to get somebody out there to tell them.
It's like back in the day.
Yeah.
When it's like, wait a second, until they tell me, I ain't doing it.
Yeah. It's like, I hear the TV, but until somebody tell me.
So as of last night, the peace talks between the U.S. and Iran are still planned for tomorrow in Islamabad, brokered by Pakistan. The vice president's on his way. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on who you believe. They said that we agreed to their stuff. We said they agreed to our stuff. Neither side appears to agree to everything. So I don't know.
And these these boats out there going, can we go?
Hey, yeah, seriously.
What's up?
But they said some people on the boat, they're hungry.
Yeah.
Oh,
because they're living on the boat.
They're stuck.
Yes.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. So we'll see. Hopefully, as of tomorrow, we get a little conversation going and we figure things out and we just move along. We'll see. Halloween is almost here, everybody. Just 205 days away.
As I say, I'm sorry, what?
Home Depot already put out their Halloween stuff.
No.
Yes, it is the halfway to Halloween drop is what they call it. So lots of animated decorations, a 9-foot T-Rex. There's an LED knight. There is the OG that everybody loves, Skelly, the 12-foot skeleton.
Ooh, I love those.
This time they've upgraded it for this year. You can record and play custom voice lines through your phone now because it all runs on an app.
Okay, but it better be like
get your butt out my yard. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It better be discounted.
It has to be something that motivates me to get that now.
Well, if it's last season stuff.
No. It's the new stuff. It's out now.
So what they're trying to say is you get it now, you don't have to worry about it being sold out.
Skelly sold out last year.
Okay, but I don't want to store it and then have to bring it back out. And then
you got all kinds of problems.
Unless it's discounted.
But I'm just saying, I would say discounted summer price.
Nope.
No,
because you got to get ahead of the game. These are the newest stuff. They're all controlled by apps now.
Ray, there's people out there that are planners.
I understand.
I'm not one of them. I ain't one of them.
I love Halloween too, but like I don't want to store it.
Well, I mean, it's a 12-foot skeleton.
500,000 degrees outside.
It's gonna be hard to find a place to put it because it's pretty big.
Well, yeah, if you ain't got a place to put a 12-foot skeleton, that ain't the thing for you, unless you're gonna set it up in your house.
Yeah. So they're gonna start releasing more stuff over the summer to get you ready for Halloween, which falls on a Saturday this year, by the way.
Ooh, sweet.
And Paolo Banchero had 20 points, 8 rebounds. Desmond Bain added 18 more, and the Orlando Magic beat the Minnesota Timberwolves 132-120 last night. Last home game of the regular season at the Kia Center. So now Orlando just a half a game behind Toronto for the last locked-in playoff spot. Now Toronto's got 3 games left. We got 2 games left. So if they were to lose their 3 and we would win just 1, we'd be good. But we'll see how it goes. So we play Chicago and Boston on the road to close out the regular season. Chicago up first tomorrow night.
Chicago could happen. Boston, if they're thinking about the playoff run, they may rest some of their star players.
Toronto plays the Heat.
Yeah.
So the Heat are going to try to play, obviously. So that's good for us.
Okay.
So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. There's a lot of possibilities here.
The Toronto's got 1 easy game in Brooklyn. And so if they were to win just that one and we would win our 2, then we'll jump over them. We'll be in the playoff.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of scenarios. We're in the play-in, but we're just not locked into the playoffs.
I just saw the commercial for that. I guess there's like 8 playing games or 6. It's a lot of playing games.
Yeah, because there's 4 teams on each side.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting, but we'll see what happens.
So I think the season wraps on Sunday. Finally, like the regular season wraps on Sunday in Boston, and then we'll sort out where we go next.
So it all depends on if Boston's getting ready for playoff, but they say we want to just go ahead and try to take out Orlando.
Yeah,
all
depends.
Right.
And depends on what Toronto does because they are a half a game ahead of us right now.
Time for the throwback game. We ask you questions from back in the day. We're going to give you movie premises, some music, some popular trivia, and TV trivia questions. If you get them right today, we're going to hook you up with a pair of tickets to SeaWorld's Seven Seas Food Festival. Coming up on April 25th, Jesse McCartney will be taking the stage. SeaWorld Seven Seas Food Festival select dates through May 17th. Concerts are free with park admission. Learn more at SeaWorldOrlando.com. If you would like to play, then you have to call 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. All you have to do is get the most right and you win. If it ends up in a tie, we spin the wheel and let the wheel decide. But if you like to play, you played before, you want to play for the first time, you want to win some tickets to SeaWorld Seven Seas Food Festival, 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Let's play the throwback game, but you got to call us first. This is Johnny's house. 726, Orlando's number one hit music station is XL 1067. Thursday, partly sunny, 74 is our high, 65, and a 60% chance of rain. Throwback game that we asked you questions back in the day, and it's very simple. All you got to do is get the most right. And if you do so, we are going to hook you up. You're going to go to SeaWorld 7 Seas Food Festival, meeting our first contestant from Mount Dora. Let's say good morning to Nina. Hey, Nina.
Good morning.
And Nina, for the game, how old are you? Because I don't really care, but people listening, they want to know. How old are you?
45.
And have you ever played before?
I have not, and I'm a first-time caller.
Hey! You know we love them first-time callers, and you can't be a stranger. And I like you, but if you lose, you know what I got to do. You do know, right?
I know.
Okay, but we don't want to do that. All right. Now these movies, they all star Angelina Jolie because she's in court again this week. And if you listen closely, the title's in there somewhere. Okay.
Okay.
All right. What movie was this? Mr. and Mrs. Smith struggle to keep their marriage alive until they realize they're both secretly working as assassins.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Very good. Very good. All right. What movie is this? Salt is a CIA agent that goes on the run after defectors accuse her of being a Russian spy.
Can you say the beginning again? Sorry.
Salt is a CIA agent that goes on the run after a defector accuses her of being a Russian spy.
Russian spy?
Oh, no.
Salt. I said Salt is. I just told you who she was.
I didn't hear the first word. Sorry.
Salt is a CIA agent. Salt is a CIA agent. Who is? Salt.
Got it.
All right. All right. That's okay. You got one right. Bro, let's get some music, man.
All right. Title artists. These do go back a little bit, but I feel like you should know them. They're all pretty easy.
So bad, baby. Quit playing games with my heart.
Nina.
Quit playing games with my heart.
It is quit playing games. We'll take that.
We'll take that.
We'll take that.
All right.
All right. How about this one?
Another body laying cold in the gutter. Listen to mine.
Nina.
Waterfalls.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. Halfway through. Ray, let's do some trivia.
Okay, what reality TV villain became popular for dating Heidi Montag, and they are married to this day? He's running for LA mayor.
Spencer Pratt.
Good job.
There you go.
Okay, what drink was marketed to give you wings?
Red Bull.
Yes, but 3 I's in that.
Yeah,
wings. Somebody sued them, and they said nope, and they won too.
You ain't getting real wings. You're getting wings.
Brian.
All right, some TV. On Friends, how many times was Ross married?
How's it going?
3.
3 is correct.
Oh, I was going to say 2.
No, he married Carol, Emily, and then Rachel when he was drunk in Las Vegas.
That's right. Okay, look at you.
All right, and on Hannah Montana. What was Miley's dad's name on the show? I'll give you multiple choices just in case you didn't watch it. Was it Bobby Ray, Robbie Ray, or Willie Ray?
I'm going to say Bobby Ray.
No.
Oh.
It is Robbie Ray.
Robbie Ray. That's okay. You got 6 out of 8. Not bad. Not bad.
Okay.
All right. You hold on, Nina. Saying that I can do better this round, representing St. Cloud. Let's say good morning to Katie. Woo-hoo. Hey, Katie.
Good morning.
Now, I don't want to know, but people want to know. How old are you?
42.
And have you ever played the game before?
I have not.
Ooh, another first time. And how did you do that last round?
I actually think I got the same one she did.
Ooh, then we might have to break the wheel out.
Oh, no.
All right, here we go. All right, these movies star Angelina Jolie. What movie is this? To save his brother, an ex-thief Memphis must steal 50 luxury cars, and those cars must be gone in 60 seconds.
60 seconds.
Ooh. I'm going to give it to you, but I can't help you anymore. It's gone in 60 seconds.
I'm giving you a buzz because I would have said
Gone
no, but Johnny's being very nice to you.
Gone to 60 seconds. All right. What movie is this? Adventurer Lara Croft, the Tomb Raider, explores lost empire and discovers immeasurable treasures in her daily life.
Tomb Raider.
That's on you.
Adventurer Lara Croft, the Tomb Raider, explores lost empires, discovers immeasurable treasures in her daily life. I need an answer.
Lara Croft Tomb Raider.
There we go.
Hey,
Brian.
Hey, all right. Title of artist, either one will do. And again, these go back a little bit, but I still think you should get them.
And she screams, and her voice is strange. She says, baby, it's 3 a.m. I must be lonely.
Ooh, that.
They're local.
3 a.m. Matchbox 20.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you faking.
All right.
I'm faking.
How about this one?
Working up a sweat. Come on, girl, let's go. Show the guys that we know how to go. Number one in the hot body show. Now push it. Push it.
Katie?
It's Push It, the remix? Or
We'll just take Push It.
Push It.
Stop while you're ahead.
I thought you were saying Hot Body Show? All right. Ray, what do you got?
All right. Hold on one second. Sorry. I was going back and forth.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Oh my God. I was writing down the notes.
Never mind. We're in the middle of doing a show here, but whatever.
What you writing for?
All right.
Okay, here we
everybody-
go. Okay.
Let's take a break so Ray can do what she's doing,
I was
everybody.
What pop star got married in Vegas for less than 3 days? It was 55 hours to be exact.
Britney Spears?
Good job.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What toy kitchen was popular? It was used with a light bulb for a heating element.
The Easy Bake Oven?
Good job.
All right.
All right.
It's a tie right now. You got to get one to win.
Ooh. All right. On what Disney show did Dylan and Cole Sprouse play twin brothers living in the Tipton Hotel?
Ooh.
I need an answer. 3.
I don't know.
Oh,
Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Oh.
All right. Now, this is for the win or one of the biggest chokes in history. Brian Graham.
All right. On Friends, what is Phoebe's twin sister's name? I will give you choices just in case you didn't watch. You'll be the only person on the planet that didn't watch. Was it Janice? Was it Jill? Or was it Ursula?
Ursula.
It was Ursula.
Congratulations. You are the winner. I got yourself a pair of tickets to SeaWorld 7 Seas Food Festival. And if you want to learn more about it, go to SeaWorldOrlando.com. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hold on one second.
Good job.
Hang up quick. Oh, man.
Nina.
Yes.
Nina.
Yes.
Listen, I appreciate you calling for the first time, and we appreciate you listening to the show, and I hope this won't be the last time you call. Will you promise that?
I promise.
But I can't promise. I can't promise this. You're a loser, Nina. Loser. But look, don't let it mess up your whole day. Just part of it. Okay.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks for playing, Nina. We appreciate you. Bye-bye.
Have a good day.
Loser.
Bye.
All right, bye. All right, listen, we come back, man. We're going to talk about some crazy stuff you've seen on the road. Tourists think they can come to town and do this. I'll tell you what it is next on Johnny's House. The star of Joker 2, Lady Gaga, on Johnny's house.
Stop bringing it up.
74 is a high, 65 right now, and a 70% chance of rain. Tourists think they can come down here and do anything. There's 2 tourists. They face felony charges after deputies stopped them because they had strapped a dead alligator on the top of their car, and they was driving around Central Florida.
Is that frowned upon?
Here's the thing. They faced the felony charges. Deputies say they stopped them. They said that, hey, no, we know this against the law to put a dead alligator on the roof of our car, but we found it in the middle of the road, and it was roadkill, and we intended to have it taxidermied.
Oh.
But
Okay.
they say they drove the alligator through Celebration, which is something you don't see all the time, a dead alligator strapped in the car, and then St. Cloud, and then the deputies located and stopped them. And these guys were honest. They said they knew it was illegal, and they told the deputies, well, we attempted to conceal the animal by covering it with a blanket, but I guess the blanket flew off.
Oh.
So the police say that's cool and all, but that don't stop you from getting arrested. They were taken into custody on felony charges and has since bonded out of jail. So, living in Central Florida, I want to find out what is the craziest thing you've seen while driving around, and a lot of you have seen anything, and I've mentioned this before. I was driving to work when I lived downtown. It was probably like 3 a.m. and on the corner of Eola and Central, there was a man with an old school boombox, and he was dancing, and he had a pig on a leash. And I thought I was dreaming, but I looked over, and I was like, I hope he's not on drugs, and I hope in one day in life I can be as happy as that man who's on the street corner in the middle of the night dancing with a pig on a leash. I thought
That's awesome.
I looked at him, he looked at me, did not stop dancing. And I just went, and drove to work. Brian, crazy thing you've seen driving?
I would say I've seen a UFO when I used to live in Leesburg, and I had to drive through the fields over by the Dudasad people to get here. But no one's going to believe that, so whatever. But I saw it. But I did. Downtown is full of crazy things. And it's probably not crazy when you think about it, but it was crazy for me to watch because I sat there and watched for a few minutes because I was intrigued. I watched a guy have a full-on argument, like he was so mad at a street sign, but he went in on the street sign, and then he stopped to let the street sign reply, but the street sign obviously didn't reply, and then he went back in again as if maybe he heard the street sign reply because he was.
And you watched this
for about 5 minutes. I'm like, this is crazy.
Not unusual downtown.
No, not really. But I mean,
sure.
I was also in the safety of my car,
Yes.
so I could easily have sped away had he been like, "What are you looking at?"
I had a guy in downtown run up to me. He goes, "Hey man, I need your help. I'm trying to produce this demo, and I need about $50 to get it produced." I said, "Well, that's awesome, dude. I'm in radio. Let me hear a little sample." "What? If you can sing, let me hear a little bit now."
Oh.
You serious, bro? Voice changing everything.
Yeah.
Nah,
I was
see
not
what happened.
expecting that. I'm a little sick right now. My voice.
Ray, crazy thing you see.
So I don't know if you know that section, the intersection. It's by Lake Ivanhoe, and then going towards Orange Ave.
Yeah.
So there's like the little Statue of Liberty.
Yes.
Yeah.
He used to have a magic uniform on.
Yes. Okay. So not that long ago, when I was coming back home, there was somebody that was holding onto the Statue of Liberty, like with an outfit on of a Statue of Liberty, just like literally holding onto it.
But was somebody taking a photo? Or they by themselves?
By themselves.
That's what I'm talking about.
By themselves.
That's what I'm
And
talking
I
about.
was like sitting at that light right by the railroad tracks, and I was like, is there anybody taking a picture of this? Like, why are they doing
What time of day
it?
was it?
It was probably like 10:30 at night.
And I have to see this.
Yeah.
This is
But I was like,
unreal.
if they're by themselves, I'm just like, they're onto something.
I want to find out the craziest thing you've seen driving around Central Florida. You've told people about it. Now tell us about it. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. The XL Mobile is always available for you to text. It's 41067. Live streamers, you're talking about it. We want to hear from you or throw it on social media. These two guys driving around with a dead alligator strapped on the top of their car. Of course, people called the police and they got arrested. What did you see? People don't believe it, but you know what you saw. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Cannot wait to hear your stories. Call us right now in Johnny's house. Bruno Mars on Johnny's House, 7:52. It's going to rain today, and then it's going to stop like on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Beautiful weekend ahead. We got to deal with it today. 65 now, getting up to 72, and a 60% chance of rain. All right, some tourists got arrested. They saw a dead alligator in the street, strapped it on their car, and it's going to take it to a taxidermist. But they drove around Celebration and St. Cloud, and they called the police, and they got pulled over. They said, look, we tried to cover a thing in a blanket, and they said, well, that ain't going to work. So we want to find out from you. Just driving around Central Florida, what is the craziest thing you've seen out driving? Kylie from Port St. John. What's up, Kylie?
Hi there. How are you?
What did you see? You just driving around minding your business?
I saw a motorcycle that was converted like into a jet ski. So it looks like the jet ski is driving on the road.
I've seen that on photos, but you actually saw it?
Yeah, I have family in Iowa, and I was like, I have to record this. This is ridiculous.
What did the person do when you saw him taking photos? Just smile?
He like just cruised like it's just on his normal vehicle, and I'm like, do you not realize like you're driving a jet ski?
If I'm driving that, I gotta expect people.
You think he'd be ready for like photos or something, but he was just driving like normal.
That takes work though, because it looks like they got it low to the ground. It looks like it's a jet ski.
Yeah.
It really
exactly. I know. It seems like it would be like, how would you drive it like a motorcycle? Because it seems like it'd be topsy-turvy. But no.
And of course you took photos.
Of course.
Of course you did. Of course you did. All right, Kylie.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we also want to say we're first-time callers.
Hey, we love you first-time callers. And just like a church would invite you in, don't just stand there, get involved. We got Ray Sip and Sing Brunch coming on. We got cruises going on. We got a lot of events going on. Don't be a stranger now that you're part of us, okay?
Love that. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great morning.
You too. Thank you for calling. All right. Yeah, don't be a first-time caller and disappear. You're part of the family now. From Outdoors, Shannon, good morning.
Good morning.
Driving around minding your own damn business, and what did you see?
Saw a beautiful casket on top of a minivan down in Riverview going 80 miles an hour on I-75.
How else was they going to get it home? How else was they going to get it home, Shannon? How else was they going to get it home?
Oh, my goodness. Hopefully there was nobody in it.
We don't know. We had stories because we followed them for about 45 minutes on and off, including 80 miles an hour on and off ramp. So,
you followed behind it?
Break.
I'm going to follow beside
on
it.
And off.
No, I'll follow beside it.
Front.
I ain't trying to follow no van with a casket because that thing's going to fall. Wow.
I saw Bad Boys, I think, movie.
Oh, yes.
People falling out of it and rolling down the road at some point. But yeah.
Now, I don't know if they do now, but I knew at one point Costco did sell caskets. And if you buy one, how else are you going to get it home? And I'm sure they give you.
I don't even know how you get it on there.
I'm sure they help you with the bungee cords.
They had them in stock at Costco?
At one point. I don't know if they have them now. What? Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can buy everything there, but why not?
What? Yeah.
Save a little money.
And I'm
There's a Costco in Brandon. I don't know, maybe.
I'm just saying, Shannon, you followed it.
I did. We had to take pictures. It was too interesting.
Hey, and this term never goes old. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Got to get home.
Got to get it home. Got to get it home. Thank you, Shannon.
Have a great day.
You too. Well, you got to do what you got to do. From Davenport, Rudy.
Hey, good morning, guys. What's up?
Rudy, you just minding your own business, Rudy. What did you see?
So I was driving downtown, like early afternoon one day, and there was a guy in the middle of the road, so I had to stop. One of the side streets, not busy at all. And then I had to wait approximately 20 seconds because this dude was sweeping the middle of the street.
We need more people like that in downtown Orlando.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes.
No, it wasn't like a work job. He was in a bathrobe, looking like he got out the shower, sweeping the middle of the street.
With a broom.
And with a broom. With a broom, a house broom. And my wife was like, oh, maybe he's homeless. He just, clean up the area. I'm like, there's nothing around saying that he stayed in that area, and you don't sleep in the middle of the street. Like I couldn't go around him. He was in the middle of the street sleeping.
He had a task, Rudy. You need to find a job for that person because whatever job you give them, they're going to complete it.
Yeah. Or he was hallucinating, thinking that he was sweeping something up. Who knows?
Yeah, that's true too.
Who knows?
That's true.
Yeah, exactly. I will go with it later.
I like his work ethic.
Same here, Brian. Thank you, Rudy.
You're welcome.
See you. B, what's going on, man?
Let's see. XL Mobile powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact. Need to check. It's a no-brainer. Just Google attorney Dan Newland. Let's see. Someone saw a little person being pulled behind a four-wheeler on a mattress. like they were skiing.
Wow.
Okay.
And then someone said, I drive through Pine Hills. I saw a pantsless man walking down the street like Winnie the Pooh. Not a worry in the world, just swinging and strolling.
And I wonder if people just went about their business, not saying a word, just doing what they got to do. All right, let's move on. Ray, celebrity news.
There's a news outlet that basically killed off Michael J. Fox.
Really?
Yeah.
I was a little aggravated by this.
You heard this? I haven't heard it. Coming up in about 3 minutes right here on Johnny's House.
Orlando's #1 hit music station.
Hi, it's Harry Styles.
Your chance to see Harry Styles in New York happens this hour. Orlando.
XL 1067.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right, so CNN. I don't know who did this, but
Really?
yeah. Basically, they posted an article and a video titled Remembering the Life of Actor Michael J. Fox.
Brian, you saw this?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So Michael's rep quickly denied his death, saying he's doing great and noting that he was just at a major media event called PallyFest on Tuesday, where he was giving interviews. So CNN issued some statements, which they had to say, saying the package was published in error.
You think?
We have removed it from our platforms and send our apologies to Michael J. Fox and his family. But it's just like media outlets do get a jump on producing these things, is what people are saying. Is that
they put them in the can, so if it happens, they can be
ready.
in an effort to be first.
Yes, be one of the first people to post a memorial piece for them. But yeah, so for certain celebrities, but in doing so, they run the risk of accidentally posting them prematurely, which is exactly what CNN did yesterday.
Is this weird? If that happened to me, I wouldn't say anything for maybe a day and just sit back and see what people say.
I'm sure he was like really, probably a little bit amused by it. Like,
yeah,
really, I'm dead
because I know I'm not dead. So I'm like, hey, don't tell nobody. I'm a lay low for a day.
Well, with social media, you have to get ahead of it. Otherwise, before like it'll spread so fast.
Yeah.
Like they're actually lucky it didn't spread faster than it did.
But it's funny because we do say that all the time. We would be like reading the comments.
Yeah, I would. I'd sit back and I wouldn't say anything.
Just to see real quick.
Yeah, just to see what people say. I ain't like him anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody loves Michael J. Fox.
I know. So, yeah, they had to apologize. And Michael J. Fox's rep said he's doing just great.
Okay.
And the president said, fake news. Fake news. I talked to him yesterday. He's doing great.
Don't be surprised if he don't bring it up on in his speeches. And this is how fake they are.
Yes.
Yeah. They did this.
Oh, my gosh.
He might be the best Michael that there is other than Jordan.
Euphoria season 3 premieres. It went down this week, Tuesday. The premiere went down. So, but it actually comes out this weekend. But the red carpet where they like go and they show up, all the stars.
Now, what network is that? Is it HBO? Netflix?
Is it HBO? I think it is HBO.
I thought it was HBO.
Yeah, I think it is HBO.
Now with HBO, they don't release the whole season. They do week by week, right?
I don't know because I remember them being the whole season.
Now, is it because you watched it late or did you watch it on time?
See, that's what I don't remember because I'm like, I know
if
that.
Somebody knows on HBO they release it week by week. No, Dexter was week by week, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it's week by week. Mm-hmm.
So I don't remember because I do remember like binging Euphoria.
Yeah, I think it's week by week.
But yeah, so Zendaya and Sydney Sweeney were there, obviously two of the big stars of Euphoria, but they wouldn't get close to each other for pictures. So people are like, what's happening here? They weren't in a single shot together. They avoided each other all night long is what people are saying. That rumors there's a feud between the two. That's been kind of circulating for like a long time, but it's often said that their political views are what kind of like gets in between them. Yeah. But now a source claims that Tom Holland is mixed up in it.
Well, of course, that's my man's.
Yeah, so it was an open secret that Sydney had the hots for Tom Holland and was flirty with him. But I highly doubt that that's what it was. No. But yeah, so Zendaya and Sydney Sweeney.
It must have been obvious to the point that someone recognized that because somebody said, hey, the two of you together, and they might have just walked away. Or you could see somebody walking in and all of a sudden you turn.
Well,
somebody's
that's
like, that's unusual.
The speculation is that they obviously aren't doing really well because all the cast were together. Mm-hmm. But those two wouldn't even come close to each other.
Yeah, they read the mannerisms.
So they drop it weekly starting on Sunday.
A weekly?
So every Sunday, a new episode for 8 weeks.
When they do that, the shows I like, I try to avoid reading anything on it and wait maybe to week number 4. And just watch 4 at one time. And then I still got to wait.
I just can't.
Yeah.
I hate that.
So you're going week by week?
I'm going to have to. I have to.
I hate that.
Then you have to wait a whole week after the cliffhanger.
Yeah. It's like a treat if you say, oh, you know what? I got an episode I didn't watch.
Yeah.
It's like a little treat. Hey, we come back. What is something that you've heard on our show that just sticks in your brain and goes over and over again? We're going to talk about that on Johnny's House. 8:09 Thursday morning, partly sunny, showers, possible thunderstorm, but it is a 60% chance of that. 74, it is 65 right now. Now, Ray, the story we talked about, if you didn't listen to the show, you should always listen to the podcast. You'll always find it on the iHeartRadio app. So that way, because our show is like a soap opera. One day leads into another, and if you miss it, then you're like, what are they talking about? But we talked about this yesterday, Ray, and it just stuck in your brain?
Yes, I couldn't wait to repeat the story to other people because I was so blown away by it. So during True Stories yesterday, we had a listener call up and say that a dude offered to buy her daughter in a grocery store for $100,000.
And he kept following around. He followed around and she had to run to a car.
Yes.
And because he wanted to.
And then come to find out, he was a sex offender, registered sex offender. He got arrested, and then he died in jail.
Died in jail.
He just tried to buy kids randomly.
Yes,
that was his thing.
I couldn't believe it because I'm like,
and he had money.
He had money. He drove a brand new Mercedes. He lives in a nice neighborhood. Why
do you think of all the stories that we talk about every day? Why does this one stick into your brain?
Because I picture myself in some of the listener situations.
Well, you would fight, right?
And I felt internally heated, I wanted to get sick to my stomach, but also murder somebody.
Yeah.
And then I picture, because I have 7-year-old kids.
Yeah.
And she said her daughter was 8 at the time. And it just you don't hear that really happening in real life.
It made national news.
Yes. You hear these stories about,
You know it happens, but you don't ever talk to a person who it happened to.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I won't ever forget that story.
For me, we've talked about a lot and we've said some funny stuff, but for whatever reason, this story sticks out in my brain, and I'm sure when I bring it up, Brown will know it too. Well, we were talking about bootleg stuff, and this guy said he bought some bootleg movies off the street of New York, and these were the cassette tapes back in the day.
Yeah, VCR.
VCR, and he said he bought Ghost, and he sat down, and he had popcorn, and he put it in his VCR, and he turned it on, and it was a guy with a sheet over his head going, boo, boo.
The way he told the story was so good. Yeah. Yeah, I do remember that one.
I remember just crying.
And you can't be mad at that person that sold you that. Because it's oh, you got me.
That's creative, man.
I mean, really, I would have just had nothing. But this man at least got in there and say, oh, they want to see Ghosts? Boo, boo. Anytime I think about that, I just smile if I don't laugh out loud. Brian, what is yours?
So mine are all dumb. So
it's okay.
Yeah, that's
you know, that's the thing. Weird things. And that's why we do it. Stick in a person's brain. You're like, really? You remember that? Really?
I always did the you don't science.
Yes.
When someone told Laura that because she didn't understand something.
Yes.
And the way they said it.
I'm like, it's like saying you can't read, but but you can't science.
You can't science.
That made me laugh.
Like, what?
Obviously, the getting kicked into the second row of an unsanctioned karate tournament. And no matter how hard you try, if you're not that guy,
you can't relive it.
It's not getting through because all you're doing is biting his style. I know when it's him. I know when it's him. I can tell.
That one made me cry too.
And then this one is old school. We used to do a spring break house. And one time we had everybody in the house. And they had gotten into an altercation. And AJ at the time, who's now a doctor, for God's sake, was in the house with them. He was the person we sent from the station to kind of babysit.
He had to babysit him.
Oh, boy.
And he called the police because they got in an argument. And he said to the police on 911, they're fighting, they're doing dishes because they were doing the dishes.
He was like, listen, I don't know what's about to go on in here, but I'm going to call the police.
But every now and then, I will say, they're fighting, they're doing the dishes, and no one will know what I'm talking about because it's so stupid.
I'll never forget. I had to drive out there that night, and I was like, "What happened, man? They were fighting and doing dishes." So I'm like, "Well, why you call the police?" I didn't know what was going to happen.
I'm like, they're doing this.
I do remember that.
Dishes. That's a good thing.
Yes.
But I'm telling you, I just love how open some of our listeners are with their stories and personalities. So I'm just like, oh.
All right. So we want to find out from you, what is something that you'll always remember, made you laugh, made you think, made you share the stories because you listen to the show. Whatever it is that made you laugh, it was something about some $100,000 for a kid. You never forget this. A story that you told your friends about because you heard it from here. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. We love hearing it from you, so call us. But if you can't, you can always text and we'll read it. The XL Mobile is 41067. Live streamers, I'm sure you got stories. We'll read yours and throw it up on social media so we can hear from you. Something that you've heard from the show that made you laugh, that made you cry, that made you think about it, or something you'll never forget. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Call us so we can talk to you right now on Johnny's House. 825, Orlando's number one hit music station. It's XL 106.7. This is Johnny's house. Ray, is it still 65, ma'am?
It is 69.
69, getting up to about 74, and there's a 60% chance of rain. Look, stick out in your brain, and for whatever reason, they'll always remember it, and you tell people about it. We just want to find out, do a little research from us. What is it from you? From Claremont. Hey, Mary.
Hey, Johnny. Good morning.
How you doing, Mary? You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing good. On my way into work. Listen to you guys.
We appreciate you. You know we appreciate you, though. You know that, right?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
All right. So what is it that sticks into your brain by listening to the show?
There was a while ago you did a segment called Misconnections where people would call in. They'd met somebody the night before on the weekend, didn't get their number, and they were trying to reach out and find them again.
Yes.
And this guy called in, and he said his name was G-Unit, which already started it off on a wild note. Yeah, G-Unit. And he spoke with so much swagger. He was like an SNL character. And he's talking about this girl he met at the club, and that I think he had like asked his friend to be like his wingman and go put a word in for him. And he never like heard from her again. And then went on commercial break. When they came back to see if she had called in, the friend called in and said, "Oh yeah, I ended up hooking up with her, and we went home together." Yeah, and then the two of them were going at it on the air. It was hilarious. And it was like a Key and Peele sketch. I was laughing, I remember, out loud on Turkey Lake Road, like dying.
What's the guy's name from
Baldwin Park?
Baldwin Park Tony.
Baldwin Park Tony.
Yes.
I remember that guy.
Yeah, somebody had a sports car and
douchebag.
Yeah, we had to slow that down. Some people they forgot that they were on the radio. We had to kind of slow that down a bit. Who knows? Who knows? It may come back. Who knows?
Yeah, and we stopped also soliciting for emails. We used to ask people to tell us if you met someone. We kind of stopped asking.
That's true.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I remember that too. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it made you laugh, Mary. You have a beautiful day today. Okay.
Thanks. You guys too.
You too. Yeah, I remember that G Unit. It's like, okay, people still use nicknames like that. Well, I'm older. I don't know the club scene anymore. From Bo Key, Patton. Hey, Patton.
Good morning. How are you guys?
She told me how to pronounce her name like that.
Okay.
What's your name again?
Peyton.
It's
Peyton. Yeah, Peyton. Peyton. Hey, Peyton. How are you?
Hi.
All right.
Good. How are you guys?
What do you remember?
So it sucks when you hear something funny on the radio because it's not like a movie or a TV show that you can quote to other people and they get it.
Okay.
So like a while ago, I don't remember what the topic was, but I know that you guys were talking about like how awkward it is to change in like locker rooms when you're in middle school and high school. And,
yes.
Like, your body's changing and, it's just kind of weird.
It is.
And Johnny, you said something. You were like, yeah, I remember being, changing. And I was like, I don't want no one to see my BB. I say that like all the time. Like if I have to change in public or something, I'm like, I don't want nobody to see my BB. And no one knows what I'm talking about.
I do remember. I'm sitting there going, I want nobody to see my PP. I don't. Hey, as a grown man in the locker room, I want nobody to see my PP.
For real.
But let me tell you, locker rooms now, people they walk around butt naked in the mirror, brushing hair,
just swinging,
PP out.
Yeah, they don't mind if anybody see their PP.
Well, I'm glad that you quote me, Peyton. I appreciate that. Thank you for calling and holding on.
Yeah, you bet.
Okay, bye-bye.
That's funny.
Yep. Jenny from East Orlando. What's up, Jenny?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. What is it you remember from listening to the show?
So I've been trying while I've been on hold, trying to remember the context, and I really can't remember.
We can remember.
It was back when Selena was on with you guys.
Yeah, she was on for a short period. Yes.
Yeah. So you guys did something, and I don't know how, but the topic led to you guys talking about peeing in the shower. And, everyone was like, well, everyone kind of does it in some way, shape, or form. And somehow she ended up saying that she peed while she was bathing. Or like it didn't pee. And
so nasty.
I just remember, like, I don't know why that just stuck with me, but everyone was like, what?
No,
and then I remember Brian's, like, disgust disgust in his voice.
Yes.
Like, no, you don't do that.
Right.
I remember the room when it was just like this.
I don't know why that stuck with me.
Well, yeah, when that happened,
it was like one of those, like, did you really say that? Are you sure? Like, and I remember Brian before he got disgusted, it was like, I'm trying to clarify and make sure that we're not hearing,
Right,
we heard you wrong. There's something wrong.
Who says that?
when you hear silence in the room, I'm gonna tell you what's happening. We're jetting eyes at each other like, did you hear? Did I hear what I think did we hear what we heard? Yeah.
Oh, and that all translated over the radio. Believe me, I wasn't watching the YouTube channel or anything, but it definitely translated. And I don't know why that just kind of stuck with me. I think it's because it just showed like the raw and realness of the show. Like everyone just speaks what they want to say, and I think that's why.
Do you know? You know how many times I've said something, and once it came out of my mouth, I said, "Damn, I shouldn't have said that."
Oh yeah, people still ask me if I wash my feet to this day.
I shouldn't have said that.
And I thought maybe it was that conversation that sparked it, but I couldn't remember. I was like, maybe it had something to do with whether or not Ray washed her legs.
It might have been. It may have been. You know what? I think it probably was.
Could have been. Yeah.
It probably was. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you guys say a lot that sticks, but that one just that one takes the cake for some reason.
Yeah, I remember that. I do. I think it was the same conversation. All right. Thank you, Jenny.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Y'all
calling.
have a good one.
You too. Ray, what do you say?
There's a lot of them. Obviously, Wanda from the cruise when she would call in.
Oh, that was history right there.
Let's see here. Johnny, when you tell the story about going through the drive-thru and then your girl at the time said, "This mother wants a cheeseburger."
This mother ever wants a cheeseburger. That's a funny story. Funny because it's true.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I told Brian the next day, I'm ducking and diving. Oh, hey. Ooh, yeah.
Cheyenne from the other week, a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
when
we
she
got to
called
check.
in.
We got to check in with her. It's been a minute. Brian, what you got?
Let's see. XL Mobile powered by attorney Dan Newland. And a wreck need a check. It's a no-brainer. Just call attorney Dan Newland. There are a lot of them on here too, including the shower and the washing of the legs. They say every time they're in the shower now, if they don't shave their legs, they always have to wash their legs, or Johnny and Brian will judge. Let's see. Someone said when Johnny and I sing "Lovely Day," because you sang lead and I sing backup. We're not good.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. Baldwin Park Tony popped up on here.
Of course.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them.
Wow. All right, we'll do that again. If you remember something from the show, we'll ask you to tell us about it. So keep it to yourself. We come back. You want to forgive and give second chances, or you're like, nah, once is enough? Got stories for you on Johnny's House. 836, Johnny's house. Kanye West said, yeah, I said some things, but I'm sorry. Are you one of those say, yeah, it's okay, and give, or are you one to give a second chance? Let's find out what you're thinking on Johnny's house. $840 on a Thursday, 64 getting up to 74 and a 70% chance of rain. So Brian, you say everybody's forgiving Kanye West, or some people aren't.
Yeah, but I mean, he's gotten like 1,000 second chances. That's what made me think. I was like, so he's been canceled. I hate that term, but like he has so many times for really bad things.
Yeah.
And then he says, I'm sorry. And he makes new music.
Yep.
And he sells out shows as if it never happened. And then he does it again. And then he does it again. And people show up like this. He sold out 2 shows at SoFi Stadium.
But then you got a country to say you can't come in.
I know. Yes, I get that part. But I'm just saying he's gotten so many second chances. And I'm not a second chance person.
Really? Why not?
I don't know. Like for me, like what happened, my first interaction with you is what you are. Like there's been people that you guys have seen it that are late.
Yeah.
Or don't show up here.
Yeah.
From here on in, that's what you are to me. I don't give the second chance. I just don't. My wife's the same way. Maybe that's why we get along and why we have such high standards for each other.
Yeah.
Because she's also that way. She'll cut you out in a second and you're done. Like there's no second chance with her.
I give seconds, but I rarely do thirds. I think accidents do happen. I think some decisions, after I tell you, okay, this is where we stand at this point. I forgive you, but if this ever or anything close to this happens again, I cut you off completely.
Yeah.
I tell them that, and I have, because they thought they can get a third. But I'll put it this way. Listen, I understand situations happen, but here's the truth. Show me any of that behavior, I'm gone, and you will not. I'll do a Khloe Kardashian. I'm gone. You got 10 days to get out of his house, and you will never, ever hear from me again. So I do give seconds, Ray.
Yeah. So I'm very open to giving second chances, but it's situational for me.
Okay.
It very much isn't situational for me because if you know something is very important,
Yes.
if you know you have to be there are no excuses unless there's an emergency, something happened. Like, so that's
ways
why
to
I
communicate.
say, yeah.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. In this day and age, there's so many ways to make sure that just doesn't happen.
And I think that's why it's situational because if you know it's something that's important, you really don't get a second chance unless something happened.
And I'm thinking of relationships. In a new relationship, if they occur, okay, so you don't know me. You just now know me. But believe me, that was important to me. And to miss something like that shows me you don't care. Well, I didn't know. I understand.
Okay.
Miss it again.
Yeah.
Miss it one more damn time.
Yeah. And then like also there's things that were like obviously racism and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
I will give you a second to explain yourself, but there's really no excuse.
Yeah.
You know, I will listen and I'll hear you out, but there's no excuse. And I think that there's no second chance for me after that.
So you heard it. I got it. We're cool, but be gone.
Right. I'm not gonna like beat you up over it.
Yeah.
That's like to me in my mind, like that's what you are to me.
Yeah.
So like what Kanye West says, that's what he is to me. Like I don't believe in the whole like I'm sorry. What I just don't. Like people tell you who they are, believe them. And that's what I do.
That's one thing that I've had to learn to be true. When someone shows you who they are.
Yeah.
And that means you've seen who they are. It's who they are.
But also nowadays you have to take into consideration mental health.
Yeah.
And,
Oh
like,
yeah.
all that
100%.
stuff. And I get
100%.
that. But if you don't take action
yes.
after a mental health situation, then I also know that you're not taking it seriously.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's why I'm saying it's very situational for me.
Yeah. Now I've dealt with the mental health thing, and it is true. And it gets to a point where it's like, listen, I can only forgive you so many times. You're not doing anything to make yourself better. So I'm going to remove myself from this situation.
Right.
Not mad at you, but you got to do what you got to do to make yourself better, because this ain't the life I'm trying to live. I get that.
Right.
All right. We want to find out from you. Are you one of those that you do not give second chances, or you believe in, you know what, people make a mistake and I'll forgive them? Where are you? 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. The XL Mobile is available all the time to text, and we'll read it. The XL Mobile is 41067. Live streamers get into that communication, and we'll throw it up on social media. Are you one to forgive, or you like second chances? Nah, I don't do that. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Let's talk. So call us on Johnny's House. Orlando's number one hit music station. You're listening to Johnny's House. 60% chance of rain. 74 is our high. 64 right now. Kanye West said, hey, I'm sorry. You forgive. He comes back. Do it again. I'm sorry. You forgive. He comes back. He does it again. We're asking you, are you one of those that forgive, or you give second chances, or you do not forgive at 7-919-1067 877-919-1067 from Orlando. Julian, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, you forgive or you don't forgive?
I do forgive.
Okay. And why is that?
I forgive as if, and this goes back to something that I heard about, forgive as if you would want to be forgiven. I am human and I make mistakes as well. I try to forgive.
Have you ever forgiven and then regret it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, same here.
Same here. So I think there's a big difference between a mistake that someone commits and something that was intentional. You're not late by mistake. You blew something off. Like that's not an accident. Like if you do something by mistake, I can see that. I can read that. But if there's certain things that weren't mistakes, it's just you don't care. You didn't put enough thought into it. You didn't put enough effort into it, whatever it may be.
Correct.
Okay.
No, there's definitely times, and I've probably forgiven my son's father more times than I should have, but I did it for my son.
Yeah. And if you do that, then you did it for the right reason. So the results, if they come out of it, you're like, well, I didn't do this for me. I did it for my son. That was a sacrifice you make as a parent.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. And then there was a time that I just said, after like the 20th, and I just said, what am I doing? Because now I just look like an idiot in front of my son.
Yeah. 20.
And I'm setting a poor example.
Yeah.
By putting up with this behavior so many times.
But at least you realize it.
Yeah.
You know, some people go their whole lives not.
I ain't gonna lie, Julian. Back in my bad days, people like you.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
I was trying to find me some Julius. All right.
You will ignore a lot of stuff for your kids, though. Like
you will,
because in your mind you're rationalizing.
Yes. Yes. Well, I'm glad. Thank you. Thank you for calling and sharing that. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.
I feel like I've once had her perspective, but I just don't want to be like a doormat.
Yeah.
Like you can't just,
Yeah. And
after so many times.
She said 20. She's like, okay, this is this person. Heem, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Heem, do you forgive?
I forgive. Yes, definitely.
Okay. And why is it? Was it like Julian?
Very much like Julian, but like it's case by case, but most of the time, because obviously depending on the situation and what kind of background it is. But I also want to be forgiven. I have made mistakes. I keep making mistakes, but it's important to learn. It's important not to make the same mistakes again.
True.
But at the same time, it's very. If there are things that we cannot forgive, if there are times that there is people that you don't want to forgive, and you have to set the example, saying, "No, I'm not going to cross that line." So
yeah,
thank
so
you. We have to stop.
So Heem, you say there's certain things you can forgive, and there's certain things just unforgivable.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just like that. All right, Heem, thank you for calling, man. Don't be a stranger, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. Brian, what's over there, man?
XL Mobile powered by Attorney Dan Newland. Interact, need a check. It's a no-brainer. Just call Attorney Dan Newland. Someone said multiple chances aren't mistakes. They're patterns.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah.
Yeah.
And then someone said, I used to do it to detriment. Now I'll give you 2 chances at most, depending on what it is. After that, it's just the way it is. Bridges burn.
I think that's very healthy.
Yeah.
I think right there is very healthy. All right, moving on. Ray, what's going on?
Amanda Bynes.
All right, she's looking good these days.
Yeah, she's got a record deal now.
What?
Yeah.
We're going to find out coming up on Johnny's House.
WXXL HD1 Tavares, Orlando, an iHeartRadio station. Guaranteed human. Live from our Farrah and Farrah studios. If you've been injured, make it a Farrah fight.
XL 1067.
Orlando's #1 hit music station. Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right, so Amanda Bynes has officially inked a record deal.
From where?
Yeah, so what they're saying is that Create Music Group. It is launching a new chapter.
What other artists do they have? Them and those? Mm-hmm.
I'm sure a bunch of Lil
Wayne? Lil Wayne?
No.
Yeah, a little what?
No.
Yeah,
Lil
so,
egg roll.
So I guess she's signed with Create Music Group, and it's launching a new chapter basically for her as a recording artist. She's got a new single called Girlfriend that is dropping on April 10th, which is tomorrow.
Okay.
And she's teamed up with some people from Shoreline Mafia for a track. And also she's saying that she's got a little bit of a hip hop cosign to it.
Okay.
You look scared.
On the record label with her, Julio Fulio.
Not Julio Fulio. I love him.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Okay.
Please don't do a collab with him.
Black Young Star.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
who knows? She might have some.
See, she might.
She might have some.
And the crazy thing is that I did hear a little bit of something, but it was like kind of like an EDM kind of feel. So I don't know if she's kind of like playing with all genres, but this one is saying that it's like flirt heavy energy. It's designed to kind of like be something that you could repeat and listen to, featuring Phoenix Flexin. But yeah, so if you want to check it out, tomorrow is when she's dropping that Girlfriend song.
Okay.
So this is really, really sad. I don't know if you saw Terry Crews, his
No,
wife,
what happened? Yeah, I heard about
diagnosed
that.
with debilitating disease back in 2015. What they were saying is that, you know, this 11-year health journey, it has Parkinson's.
Okay.
But now she was diagnosed, it just kind of is progressing, the Parkinson's disease, and it's kind of like pushed her over the edge.
Yeah,
and
I read that she said she sometimes wish she would die.
Yeah. So as of right now, you know, she needs help to like sleep, and she's got this, you know, Parkinson's disease that is keeping her up, and she just feels like trapped in her own body.
Yeah,
and
a lot of people that have that.
It turns out like Terry is kind of like, you know, doing the best he can, you know, walking into the room and trying to like just sit and talk to her. Like every single night he says that he'll sit and talk to her and try to make sure that everything's okay. But it's just like he's very open now to talking about it. And the only reason why he's going public is just because he's got 5 grown kids now, and he feels like he could raise awareness for it. So, I mean, there's just like these non-invasive treatments that she's been trying as well that he's kind of promoting. So, but
The
it's
good
just
thing
very
is
sad.
being a public figure he is, and then his wife association, it could bring a lot of attention to it. And I think it'll help her to let her know you're not alone with this.
Yeah.
And maybe there's some things that she can talk to people and say, hey, this is what makes me feel better.
Yeah, but he's been reading about like these sound waves that I guess have been approved by the FDA to help treat her like neurodegenerated disease that they're saying. So I don't know. I just feel so bad. Sia is opening up about her divorce.
Oh, okay.
She's
I didn't know
paying-
I thought she was married.
Like,
Yeah.
she doesn't talk about much at all.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Okay, so she has to pay $40,000 a month in child support to her
she making the money.
estranged husband.
That's how it works.
Yeah, so her ex-husband Daniel Bernard is getting $40,000 a month, and she was talking about it on social media. She said, "I'm a sober working mom trying to buy peace as of right now." She said, "I am the only parent earning income, and I still have to pay California's incredibly high child support." So she's reflecting on like the emotional toll that it's taking on her. She's like, "This has been a horrific year," so that's probably why she's been very quiet. But it taught her how to navigate incredibly like difficult situations. And obviously she's prioritizing her 2-year-old son that she has with another person. And then obviously the 2 unnamed adopted children that she has.
Yeah.
So she's got multiple kids, but now she's paying $40,000 to her ex-husband.
She should have done one thing is good is that through that type of pain that she's going through, most people have some hit records.
Yeah.
And the second one, if I was her being in California, I would just roll up on an NBA player and say, hey, can I talk to you for a second? How you do this whole child support thing?
Right.
Yeah, with like 6 kids.
Yeah, because I know how much you make, and I see you're paying $2,500 a month. What did you do?
All right, let me talk to your guy.
Yeah, let me talk to your
And the crazy
person.
thing is that like she didn't want to share how much she was paying, but it was picked up by the tabloids. And so that's when she acknowledged it. And she
Well,
was like, all right.
They probably asked him, how much is she giving me? $40,000 a month?
Yeah.
Baby? Woo! And she has custody of the kids, or they're splitting custody?
It doesn't say.
It doesn't say?
But she says she's a working mom, so I'm guessing that she has to split custody with him. But
I bet he's saying the same thing that those women that get together with athletes. Listen, my child entitles the same lifestyle he had when he was with her.
Because then he won't want to come hang with
me if we did not provide the same lifestyle.
Yeah.
She knew I wasn't working.
$40,000.
Yeah.
What is that a year?
$40,000.
$360.
Or well, $40,000.
Yeah.
It's 400,000 by 10 months, so that's 400,000, and then you add more to 480,000.
Wow. All right. Well, listen, when we come back, Brian's going to update us on what's trending again on Johnny's House. Not only Johnny's House, Brian, what's trending, man?
Well, the Artemis 2 astronauts are supposed to be home tomorrow. NASA dropped an update.
Oh, okay. We'll find out what it is next on Johnny's House. I remember we did a stupid dance to this. Why do I always
during COVID?
Was that our first? Was that TikTok?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was when COVID first hit.
We practiced.
We nailed those dances, though. I'll say
Out in
that.
front of the elevator because nobody was at work but us.
Crazy times, man. It's 9/11 and Johnny's house. All right, Brian, what's trending, man?
Coca-Cola is collaborating with Wingstop. It's Rick Ross's spot. They're making a one-of-a-kind Sprite flavor that you can only get at Wingstop.
Smart.
So if they have the Coca-Cola Freestyle machine, it's called Sprite Loco Lime. It's going to be available in zero sugar as well. It's Sprite, Fanta Lime, and Minute Maid Limeade all mixed together.
Interesting.
So, and you're meant to pair it with the Citrus Mojo, the new limited time Wingstop flavor. So they're making sodas to pair with your wings at Wingstop.
And that's pretty cool that they're doing that because all they had to do was put the combinations together. Because if you have one of those machines, there's like a million combinations.
Right.
So for them to say that, I think that's genius.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. So yeah, go by. My son loves Wingstop. So go to Wingstop, check out the new Sprite Loco Lime. NASA's given an update on the return of the Artemis 2 crew. So the astronauts are scheduled to splash down tomorrow night around 8:07 Eastern.
I thought it was 6. They moved it.
Well, they're doing it on the West Coast. So you got to count for time.
Gotcha.
So it's 8:07 Eastern time off the coast of San Diego. They said that the astronauts are going to experience another communications blackout during re-entry. And then after the 6-minute blackout. So for 6 minutes, there'll be a communications blackout, which is kind of scary. Like if you're on your way back down. So after that happens, the parachutes are going to deploy, and then the first 2 will go, and then 3 chutes after that are going to slow it down to about 20 miles per hour, and then it's just going to float down. And once it lands into the water, divers will get the astronauts onto a raft, then they'll be taken to a helicopter to the recovery ship.
And then immediately to a bathroom.
Yes.
Immediately.
Right. Only one problem, a storm system is currently forming over there, and they can't have any rain, and they can't have any waves higher than 6 feet. So they'll see how that goes.
At this point, I'm trusting NASA because we got to the moon and circled and went our way home.
Yeah,
their
math has been right so far.
Yeah, when they were out in the space getting to the moon, I'd be like, okay, and they got there, so it's like, all right, let's just go ahead and go back home.
Yep,
fear's gone.
And the Orlando Magic, big win last night. I just got the email that their tickets for the pre-sale has just started for the play-in tournament and the first round of the playoffs. Now, obviously, if we don't make the first round of the playoffs,
you get your money back.
Right. You're not going to be on the hook for tickets that don't exist.
So the play-in is the one game.
Yeah.
So it's known to be here? Or have they determined that?
We don't know if we're going to be in it yet. We might be in the actual playoffs.
But
you got to get the tickets sold.
Yeah.
So the tickets are on sale now for the pre-sale, and that goes on until 1:59 p.m. Then at 2 o'clock today, it's when everything goes on sale. You can get 6 tickets per account per game. That's the way it shakes out. If you want to do it, because you don't want someone buying up all the tickets.
Yeah.
So you make sure you check out the OrlandoMagic.com because the tickets right now are on pre-sale, and then 2 o'clock today they go on sale.
Okay. Yeah, it's because when they go on sale, when the game is here, we want people in there.
Yeah.
So we didn't go ahead and pre-sell those things. All right. We come back, an opportunity to win 2 tickets. Noah Khan coming to town, sold out show, Kia Center, and we'll tell you what you got to do coming up on Johnny's House. 9:17 on a Thursday. It's Johnny's house. Expect some rain today. Then the weekend, it's going to be nice. It's going to clear up. Today, partly sunny. There is a 60% chance of rain, getting up to about 74. It is 65 right now. All right, Brian, you was mentioning you want to, all of a sudden, you want to get a 3D printer.
Well, yes.
And why is this, sir?
Well, I'm fascinated by it.
Okay, what happened?
But I've never used one.
I've heard about them. I know about them. Never even thought about getting one.
Yeah. So I have a button that I need for my boat because I'm trying to sell my boat.
Yeah.
And so I really need to get this button just to have it, to fix it. So I want it to be perfect for whoever buys it.
Yeah.
And so I want to make sure it's good. So I went to try to buy the button, but they don't just sell the button. And they wanted me to buy $1,000 part.
With the button included.
With the button.
Yes.
And I'm like, well, that's ridiculous. I can't do that.
Uh-huh.
So my friend said, well, I wonder if you could get these things 3D printed. And I'm like, maybe, I don't know. So I threw on Instagram. Does anybody know anything about 3D printing or where I can get something 3D printed? So we have a listener. Her name is Jamie.
Okay.
Hit me on Instagram and said, my son Christian does it for his business.
Okay.
And here's his contact.
Okay.
So I hit him up. And I'm like, hey, your mom told me to hit you up. Got some 3D printing questions. He's like, well, what are you looking for? And I told him, sent him over like 7 photos of this little button. Like within minutes, he sent me back like a computer generated version of the button that all he has to do is plug into his little 3D printer and it'll.
That is crazy.
And how much is that going to cost?
Well, I was doing some research. I don't know exactly, but like the cost of that, I think would be somewhere in the 15 to 25 cent range because I mean, obviously you have to factor in the cost of the printer because
for sure
printer ain't free. So you factor that in anything you make.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as making it goes, it's not going to be $1,000.
Yeah.
No.
I know that, but I was so fascinated by a few photos that were taken with a phone. This thing becomes real life.
How much are 3D printers going for? Because I've seen some huge 3D printers before.
So I looked it up yesterday because then I went down the 3D printer rabbit hole. You could get us in like an entry level starter one for like $200. Now it's not going to be able to make super elaborate things, but decent things. And then if you want to do like it said, if you want to go into business, the 3D printing business, you could get one for like $500. But then you got to buy the spools and all that stuff. And I think you have to have software to make you have to generate whatever it is it's going to print. It doesn't magically print things.
So let's say, this person says, all right, I can make this. And they tell you, all right, I'll do it for you for $25. You'd pay it.
Heck yeah.
And
all day long.
It cost them 15 cents.
Yeah.
That's
I don't care.
amazing.
I don't care.
Exactly.
It means nothing to me that it only costs him 15, 20 cents, whatever it might be. Because in the real world, they want me to give him $1,000.
Yeah, still cheaper.
Wow.
But I was so fascinated by the idea. Like I know what 3D printers do and I've seen it before, but then I never really thought of the practical application until I needed it. And so I'm sitting there yesterday going, this is crazy. I could 3D print anything.
I saw a guy that was making a piece by piece Spider-Man mask.
Yes.
And it looks like it's perfected. You just put it all together. And so I've seen that. I didn't know that there was like a commercial ramification, but I guess you can sell anything.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. Who knew? Let's like anything breaks. Like I could 3D print the arm, like the little arm on your glasses, and you could replace it like anything.
Yeah.
I just know the 3D pen that I got my kids for Christmas last year.
Is that the thing that builds?
It's like, I've seen
that.
I'm like, when you say 3D printer, I'm like, I'm picturing the 3D pen where it's just like wax, basically, that melts.
You draw a line, it stays there. You can make a box.
You can build it.
Yeah. I've seen that.
I mean, I guess that's the principle behind it.
Yeah.
So you think you're gonna do it?
Yeah, heck yeah. I'm like, dude, let me know what you need me to do next. I'm down.
Okay.
But I mean, I don't know if my wife's gonna let me buy a 3D printer. Every time I get like excited about something, she's like, seriously, calm down. Because every time I see something, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get that.
You know what's funny is I talked to some construction workers, and they told me that one of the managers told me that most of these guys, as soon as they get home, they give their paychecks to their wives because their wives are better at it. And he said when they have bonuses and stuff, we give them cash.
Yeah.
Because that way they can go out and buy like a 3D printer.
Yeah, without having to tell their wives. Yeah. My wife's like, for her, she's like, you're a dog on a porch. You chase everything that you see. Like, you see
she's
this,
got a point.
and then you want it. You see this, and then you want it. You see this, and then you want it.
And I'd be like, and?
That's what I said. I'm not asking for any money.
Stop crushing my dreams.
Yeah.
But she's like, where are you going to put a 3D printer? We'll figure it out. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll make it happen.
Huh.
And until you need something 3D printed, then don't come to me.
Keep it in here.
Yeah.
No, I don't trust people in here.
That's true.
No, really. We still got to put our camera up.
I know some idiots would come in here and be funny and 3D print wieners and stuff.
That is true.
I mean, that'd be funny.
That is true. All right, listen, it's time for People Need to Hear This. This is where you call us up, and it could be somebody you know, family member, friends, or you think there's just out there in the universe. People need to hear this. And one of you, we're going to hook you up. It's a hot ticket. It is sold out. Noah Khan is coming to the Kia Center coming up on June the 11th. Sold out already. But if you want to go, you just got to call and tell us what people need to hear. For some reason, I feel like somebody needs to hear this. Listen, I know you're going through something. Hang in there. It's going to get better. Just hang in there. No one knows what you're going through. You fake it every day, but hang in there. It will get better. Miss Ray, people need to hear what? You got a red thing on your watch. Is everything okay? Are you having a heart attack or something?
I'm appreciative that you are concerned, but I think it's just notifications that are popping up from my.
I'm looking at Apple Watch is red and flashing. I'm like, yo, you all right?
And your head was down?
Yeah,
I'm like,
your head down.
What
like,
the heck's going on here?
Okay?
No, I'm okay. I'm okay. Well, speaking on that note, everybody's going through something.
Yes.
So I would say check in on your people because people need to be checked in on. And even the ones that are like the happiest are probably the ones that are going through the most.
That is true, man. People, I read somewhere it's like 80% of people are going through something and 40% will never show that they are.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, check on your people. Brian, somebody needs to hear this.
You earned that time off. Don't let nobody guilt you for taking it.
Damn right. Damn right. Oh, my gosh.
I know where it's going.
Don't let nobody. I don't care who they are.
I don't want to take away from your point, but somebody just told me that their coworker died and they worked at a restaurant. And they
laughing?
I know, because it's so sad and so like the world that we live in nowadays. They literally we can't afford to close down. They literally moved his body and they kept the restaurant open
while it was there.
While he was there.
Wow, that's what they'll do to me.
There. He died. And so at that point he told the story and he was like, you are replaceable no matter where you are.
Yeah, that is true.
He was like, he's like, I stood in the spot where my coworker died and we stayed open.
Ray, you think if I fall over right now, we ain't going to continue the show?
Oh, I know we would. And it would be the saddest thing. And I'd be standing right there pushing buttons.
Honestly,
the show would stop.
I would let
the music
I'd
wouldn't.
say put the music. Yeah, I'd say run the music. Yeah, we're not.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sad? You earned that time. Take it.
Damn.
Don't care what nobody says.
You can sue somebody for that. Well, I guess you already didn't pass. Wow, to keep the restaurant going.
Just kept it going.
That's the general manager of the year.
That's a company, man. Or they own the restaurant.
They own the restaurant. Yeah. All right, listen, we need to find out from you. Somebody need to hear this. People need to hear this, whatever it is that touches your heart to say. We want to hear it. 2 tickets to Noah Khan, sold out show at the Kia Center. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. The XL Mobile, we'll read it. You can still win. It's 41067. If you're watching, you can say it there, and we'll throw it on social media. People need to hear this. Only you know what it is. You let us know, and somebody's going to get 2 tickets to Noah Khan. Sold out show at the Kia Center coming up on June 11th. 407-919-1067. Hit us up. People need to hear what on Johnny's House. 9:35, you are listening to Johnny's House, and we got some tickets to give away to a sold-out show. Noah Khan coming to Kia Center on June the 11th. And this is something that people need to hear. Somebody needs to hear this. So you call us up, 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Tell us who needs to hear this from Claremont. Jenna, good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good. Somebody needs to hear this. What do they need to hear?
Take the vacation and go see the family.
Take that vacation. Stop working all the time.
Mhm.
Take the vacation. Take the
We
PTO.
don't live to work. We work to live. And the way I see it is I just turned 31 in October. My dad just had his 70th birthday. Time's not stopping, and you never know. So definitely make the trip.
And that's right. If the job don't let you, damn that job.
Because you know what? You'll die right there and they'll roll you out.
That's right.
Bring somebody else
People
in.
at table 3 need their risotto.
We were talking about that off of air.
The number.
That's right. That's right. All right. So take that vacation. Go see your family. All right. Jenna, you hold on, okay?
Thanks.
All right. Let's see what else people need to hear this. From Orlando, Jody. What's up, Jody?
Hey, good morning. How are you guys?
Good, Jody. People need to hear this. What they need to hear?
Some people just need to hear when you break up with them, it's not because you're cheating. You just don't want to be with them.
Oh, wow. That's
well,
sad.
The bruised male ego has to assume there's no other way you would break up with all this unless you're cheating. How could you?
True.
How could you break up with all this?
I mean, maybe you're just playing hard to get.
Yes.
Oh.
No. When you break up, it's over. That's it.
Yes, you got somebody else. Because how else could you? How else? That's the deal.
See, I hear you say try harder. That's what I hear you say.
No, I think Jody's like, I want you gone. But I hear, like Brian, I hear you saying, I hear you. Pick up your game a little bit. Unless of course you're cheating.
He just doesn't believe that it's not you.
Yeah, it can't be me. It can't be.
It's me.
All right, you hold on a second, okay, Jody? All right, we're gonna go roll up in here.
Yeah.
XL, good morning. Who's this? Hello?
Hello, it's Sasha.
Hey, Sasha, how are you?
I'm doing well. How's it going?
Doing well as well. Really well.
Okay.
All right. People need to hear us. What do they need to hear?
You're not behind. There's still time to do things, but I do feel like, although the other caller said going on vacation, I do feel like some people are a little lazy and they need to get up and go get some money.
Yeah.
Because everything is expensive right now. So, but you're not behind. So give yourself grace, but still have the work ethic to, pay for things on their own. I think women want to be taken care of now, and that's not reality.
I think you're giving me confusing messages.
Right, I'm getting mixed signals.
First,
here.
you're telling me to go ahead. It's not too
life
late.
Is mixed signals.
That's true. That is true.
Ooh,
Basically saying if you can't
every day, go ahead.
If you can't pay your bills, don't take the PTO.
Exactly.
But some people
What are we
say,
doing?
some people say, you know what? That job gonna always be there. I need some time.
That's true.
Well, if it's PTO, it's paid, and I already earned it.
Yes.
But I mean, I see what you're saying. Like, enjoy life and go do what you want to do, but make sure you can continue to pay for life.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Got real deep on that. Real deep.
Yeah.
Life is mixed signals, John.
right.
Life is mixed signals.
How do you even argue with that? There is none.
No.
Yeah.
Ray.
There's a lot of people that just say that you need to hear about Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. You need to hear the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Not everything that is being said needs a response.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I actually needed to hear this one. Your lack of planning is not my emergency.
Woo! Wow.
I'm gonna give that person snaps.
That's an argument.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've been so bad at planning things out because I feel like there's so much going on and I forget to plan like every little thing.
Uh-huh.
And then it's like all of a sudden an emergency.
If you say that to someone, expect an argument. But that's 100% true.
Yes.
Look, you say this is an emergency, but your lack of planning don't make that an emergency for me. How do you take that
right
without it being an argument?
I don't think you do.
I like it. Brian.
But maybe you learn from it. And the next time you don't not plan, and then it won't become an emergency.
But I got to let you know you can't talk to me like that.
Right.
So even though I learned some, I'm going to have to be mad at you for at least a couple hours.
But sometimes you need to hear it.
I understand. And I do, but you can't come at me like that. You need to find another way to come at me.
How would you like me to reword that?
Hey,
Don't say it at all.
Plan better, bitch.
Don't say it at all.
You're using big words. Now I'm gonna take it as disrespect.
Exactly. Is that your boy?
XL Mobile powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact, need to check. It's a no-brainer. Just call attorney Dan Newland. We didn't go to the moon. It's fake as can be.
Somebody needs to hear that.
Someone needs to hear that today. To follow up with what you said about checking on people, do that. But remember, you don't necessarily have to fix it.
No.
Sometimes they just want you to listen.
100%.
Like you don't have, that's hard for me because I'm instantly all right. Well, let me take care of this.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what it's always.
You know
about.
what I've learned is I'll listen and if they want some advice, they'll go, "Man, what you think?"
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think about that? And at that point, you give it. But sometimes they just want to talk and like, "Oh, okay." Yeah. But if they don't give me that cue to get in, I don't get in.
I have my personality is put out fires. So when you tell me something, instantly,
your first thing is
okay, how can I put that fire out? But I need to get better at that. I really do.
Jody, who says, "Hey, if I break up with you, doesn't mean I cheated. Just means I don't want you anymore." Somebody needed to hear that. We're gonna hook you up with 2 tickets to NorCon, sold out show at the Kia Center coming up on June 11th, 9:42. Y'all, let's get out of here. $9:44, Johnny's house. It's time to go. Miss Ray, what you got going on today?
I am gonna do some maintenance on myself, some eyebrows and nails and stuff like that, and then get ready for the weekend. We have a big weekend.
Yeah, we're going to a water park. I think I need to clip my toes.
Probably, yeah.
Why don't you go to Hammer and Nails?
Ooh, they'll take care of you.
Get a little petty.
Look, I don't mind getting a mani. I don't like people clipping on my toes. They need a little work.
I had it done once. I'll be honest. It was great. Like she was great.
Yes.
I also was just uncomfortable the whole time. I don't like.
Oh no, they do great jobs. I might go get the nails done.
They do hook your hands.
Yeah, tighten my face up. But yeah. Okay.
So if you see Johnny out and about, don't look down.
Don't look down. I'll have aqua shoes on.
It's not a shark in the lazy river. It's Johnny's toenails.
That's right. If I'm walking in here, toenails, don't even worry about it. Nothing to see here. Brian Grimes.
Nothing. I got some work to do around here. And then we are heading down to South Florida. My wife and I are going to the Tortuga Music Festival for the weekend. It was her birthday gift. So it just happened to fall a few weeks after her birthday.
Man, you can come back here all burnt.
So yeah, it's on the beach. It's a music festival on the beach. Post Malone is one of the headliners. Ice Cube's performing.
Oh man, I hate him, Mister. I've always wanted to see him.
The Fray. Then there's some country artists: Kenny Chesney, Dustin Lynch,
and it's actually on the beach.
And yeah, they have I think 3 stages around different parts of Fort Lauderdale Beach.
That is so cool.
Yeah, so
take video.
I will do that. I'm gonna wear my meta glasses. So
so you can see
a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. Shout out to Bake, the bake shop. And the elusive grape over in DeLand. They're doing a big taste of DeLand this weekend, and they brought us some food today. So
and it's amazing. It's good stuff. Make sure you stop by and check them out.
Good food. So yeah, go check it out this weekend.
All right, Ryan Seacrest, it's all yours. Have a beautiful day, y'all, and we'll see you tomorrow.